Born around 340 in present-day Croatia, Jerome, known then as Eusebius Hieronymus Sophronius, was destined for a life caught between worldly ambition and spiritual depth. His father sent him to Rome to study classical literature, where he struggled between the temptations of the city and his growing desire for faith. One of his profound memories during this time was visiting the Roman catacombs with friends, and experience that tugged at his heart and stirred his call to a deeper life of faith. In 360, Jerome was baptized by Pope Liberius, marking a turning point. His heart was set on following the path of Christ, and he traveled widely, seeking spiritual and intellectual growth. But Rome couldn't quench his desire for a purer life. Jerome longed to follow the example of the early desert fathers. So, he left the comfort of the Adriatic coast and traveled east to Syria, seeking solitude in a wild and stony desert. Here, amidst scorpions and wild beasts, Jerome dedicated himself to prayer, fasting, and study. His letters describe the fierce temptations he faced. Yet, his passion for God and Scripture only grew stronger. One of the most fascinating and enduring legends surrounding St. Jerome involves his unlikely friendship with a lion. While living in his monastery in Bethlehem, it is said that one evening, a limping lion wandered into the courtyard, frightening the monks. While the others ran in fear, Jerome calmly approached the creature and noticed a large thorn embedded in its paw. With great care, he removed the thorn, cleaning and bandaging the wound. The lion, in a surprising display of gratitude, stayed by Jerome's side from that day forward, becoming his loyal companion. It even took on duties in the monastery, guarding the donkeys and helping with daily tasks. The monks were amazed at how the fierce lion had transformed into a gentle servant under Jerome's care. This story became a symbol of St. Jerome's compassion and ability to tame even the wildest of natures, both in animals and people. Whether literal or legendary, it reflects his deep capacity for empathy, extending beyond his sharp intellect and temper. But his greatest contribution to the Church was his translation of the Bible into Latin, the Vulgatea project that took him over 15 years to complete. St. Jerome passed away in 420, but his legacy lives on as a doctor of the Church. His life reminds us that devotion to Scripture can shape not only our minds, but our hearts. Ignorance of Scriptures is ignorance of Christ, St. Jerome.